Whoa now, whoa now, whoa now. Welcome back to the Black Alpha. Today, bro, I want to talk about, paying attention to women. Should you look or should you not look? You get a lot of this talk from these people making these Sigma male videos and all these crazy videos, right? Talking about how you should ignore women. But have you really thought about what is the benefit of ignoring women? Is that really the right thing to do? Is there a time to ignore and a time not to ignore them? Because just saying ignore women that should sound as crazy on its face as do somebody telling you that you should hound and look at it behind every woman that you see. Either or extremes. So I want to discuss what's the proper amount of looking and attention paying that a man should do in regards to a woman if he wishes to have successful dealings with women. And I'm going to use two videos to highlight this here. I'm going to piggyback off of two shorts. One is by the beautiful YouTuber Samantha. She is a very attractive woman, but I'm going to talk about her in a little while. And the other one is posted by this chick down, Sansa, who has this channel, Black Macho. Now, I don't like the way Sansa do it because she blurs out the actual TikToker's name, right? Or the actual content creator's name. She blurs it out. She puts her logos all over this thing. She put her giant ass head smack jack in the middle of it, sitting there chewing on stuff and eating stuff with her fat face. I mean, who told this chick that what she do is appealing? I have no idea. So let me get right into it, man. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I say man, but sisters too. Any young ladies that are here, you know what I'm saying? If you've been here multiple times and have not subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. If you want to contact me directly, the best way to do so is through Telegram at black_alpha. Telegram is anonymous. You don't get my number. I don't get your number, but you can send me a text message directly. It'll come to my phone and I can see it. That email address, realblackalpha@gmail.com, is more of a business email. I don't check it all the time, but I do check it. If you want to contact me through that, you can. You can also leave a comment in the comment section telling me to check my email, and I can do that also. You have Cash App if you want to donate a few dollars. Cash App, $ the Black Alpha, Venmo at the Black Alpha. Let me get right into this video, man. Let me put up a screen up here, a background. Let's get right into it. Let's cook. So in this first video, you're going to hear this dude that I tried to find this page, but like I said, I can't read it because Sansa blurred it out so bad. But I'm going to let you see it just how it is. But I want you to hear what this dude is saying in regards to paying attention to women. I want you to think about what he's saying and hear him out. Let's roll.
One of the most interesting things is when another man tells me, yo, bro, look at the butt or the boobs on that girl over there. And I go, no, I'm good. That's okay. And I don't look. And that absolutely bewilders them. And then confused, they say, you're really not going to look? And I go, no, I'm good. And then they ask, do you like men? I find it absolutely hysterical that we live in a world where people would sooner assume that you're gay instead of that you're a married man who's faithful or that you're just not interested in looking. And you know what? To a certain point, I kind of enjoy when that happens because some men are actually willing to have the conversation to figure out why it is that we feel it's mandatory to make certain comments about certain features on women. Some men have even come to the realization that they do indeed have an issue. But it's the married men that do that just tick me off. And I'm not willing to have the conversation with them because I did that once and that really got me nowhere. After everything was said and done, he just said, oh, man, I'm not eating off the menu. I'm just looking at it. And that's when I say what I always say. If you're still looking at the menu, it means you're still hungry.
Y'all act like we're supposed to walk through this world and not notice attractive women just because we are married. That is a myth. And only a single person would say something dumb like that. See, that's how I know that dude is single. Because only a single person will reach the conclusion that just because you're married, now you got to walk around like you don't notice women anymore. Like you don't notice a fine woman walk past your eye view, or a very pretty woman or aesthetically beautiful woman that walk past your eye view. No, you see things. We are human beings. We have eyes. We see things. Seeing something and recognizing the beauty of it is not cheating. It is really time for y'all to mature if y'all want to ever be married. You gotta grow up. Seeing beautiful women is not cheating. Recognizing a woman looks good just because you have a wife, you know what I'm saying, doesn't make you unfaithful to your wife. I actually like the way my wife look, and I look at women all the time. But Michelle, that's just how we roll. I told my wife years ago, man, baby, I am not like that. We have eyes. You know, we see things. If a nice looking man walk past your eye gaze, by all means, you could look at him. I am not tripping on that. I mean, Allah gave us variety and beauty for a reason. We see what we see, man. You're not supposed to shut off your eyes just because you have a woman. And your eyes are not necessarily a window to lust. Because believe it or not, a lot of times lust is idealistic more than it is visual. Because some people have fetishes. You can like something that is completely gross and nasty. I don't want to get into the sickness of it here on YouTube. You know, I don't want to be too graphic, but you get what I'm saying. We have some very, very, very sick fetishes out there that turn people on like a mug. So, you know, your eyes are not necessarily the window to lust. Lust starts from from beliefs, from what's going on inside your mind, from what's going on inside of your head. That's where lust starts. So now let's address this thing about not looking at a woman, because I found this strange, because I was just in the gym the other day, man, playing basketball. Trying to play basketball with the youngsters. Good. I'm telling you, bro, I almost passed, and I was beating them young motherfuckers at first. Look, I'm winning, bro. I'm up, right? I'm up on them, and I just ran out of gas. But I'm telling you, you just old. When you get old, you get old. But I mean, the old man was putting that work in on the young boys until I just ran out of gas. But anyway, in the process of me running out of gas, there's a track above the gym, right? In the indoor, right? The gym is indoor naturally, and there's a track above it, right? And they got this girl, this slim, fine chick, slim, fine woman with, I mean, you know, just like Chopper say, like we say from New Orleans, slim, fine. That was the definition of slim, fine. What he mean by this, a little slimmy with jiggle booty. I mean, clapping booty, you know what I'm saying? Got a slim, fine chick walking around above us, right? Like she was Hispanic or something, right? I look up and I'm like, whoa, you know, man, look at the ass on this chick, you know what I'm saying? I tell the youngsters, you know what I'm saying? All of them, and tell you no lie, all of them looked up and turned their head and never looked again. The weirdest damn thing I've ever seen. I'm sitting on the court with 5 men. Was it 5? No, it was 5 of us all together. No, it was 6 of us all together. So I'm sitting on the court with 5 other men, ranging from the age of 20, I say about 25 to 35. And these dudes looked up, turned their head, and never looked again. They didn't even look at her long enough to get a snapshot of her body. They looked, seen it was a woman. It's almost like they looked, and you know how you look at something that you shouldn't be looking at, and you quickly turn your head? That's what they did. It's like they looked and, oh shit, and quickly turned their head, and they never looked again. So I'm down there like, you know, I'm making comments now, because now I'm in investigation mode. Since I've been doing this YouTube thing, I've really been doing things now to pay attention to responses and reactions and so forth. So now I'm really less concerned in looking at the ass myself, which is something I actually like doing. I like a fine woman, you know what I'm saying? And I like an attractive woman, whether she's fine, whether she's pretty, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she could be a little chubby, she could be a little slimmy. It doesn't matter. I just like attractive women, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so now I'm not looking. I'm making comments to see if they're going to look again. And they didn't. It's almost like they shut it off, like, you know, pretend like, and we wasn't playing no more. Now, remember, I got tired, so we called time out because the old man was about to pass out, right? So we not playing ball no more. We literally just standing around talking at this moment. And they are ignoring the woman. They are ignoring her. And I'm sitting there like, bro, what is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all really gonna ignore this woman? This chick walking around with all that ass up there clapping around, slim, sexy thing with booty, and y'all gonna pretend like y'all don't even see this girl walking around up there. I'm like, wow. And you hear this dude here, he talking like I'm good, and somebody asked him, well, do you like men? He said that it's a shame that you would assume that a man is gay rather than he just married or something. A married man would still look, bro. You see that's why we know you're not married, because a married man still has eyes. A married woman still have eyes. And truth be told, most mature men and women don't really think much about a nice looking man or woman when they see him. They don't, there's nothing going through the mind. When I see a nice looking woman, I ain't thinking nothing about the girl up there. I noticed her body. I noticed how fine she was. But I mean, as far as like, ooh, man, I would like to get her in the bed and do this, never crossed my mind. Never crossed my mind. First of all, she's too young. I just don't like young women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to be an exceptional woman to be, 20 years younger than me and me find you attractive. And 20 years is still an older chick now. I'm an old dude. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be an exceptional woman for me to find you attractive at 35 or under. I mean, I just don't really find women in 35 or under attractive. Not sexually attractive. You know what I'm saying? Physically, they can be attractive. Aesthetically, they can be attractive. Sexually, I don't find women 35 and under sexually attractive. It's just something I just don't have that trigger. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all when I say figure out what it is that you like. Look, man, I'm dropping jewels in these videos. You got to hear what I'm saying. You got to figure out what it is that you like. Don't worry about what other people like. Figure out what it is that you like. Because at the end of the day, you got to be triggered by these women. You got to be moved by this woman. Suppose you don't really go for like pretty faces. Suppose that's not your thing. You might be a tit man. You might be a butt man. You might be a hip man. You know what I'm saying? You might be a hair man. You might like certain skin tones. I mean, I know we don't like talking about that because that's uncomfortable. But I mean, it is what it is. You like what you like. And your body will tell you what you like because you will respond to it. That's why I know I don't like women like that 35 and under, because I don't have the same inside feeling when I see one that's 35 and under that I do when I see one that's 40 and above. My mind going there now. But now, does that mean that I don't like my wife? No, I not just that I love my wife, I like my wife. But I am still a human being. I still see other human beings. And I still have a reaction to natural beauty because I am still a human being. The only thing that matters now is what you do. Do you act upon it? Do you do something about it? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the point I'm making is that this dude is just fundamentally wrong. There's nothing wrong with looking at a woman. A woman's beauty should be one of the only things that a man finds aesthetically attractive on the planet. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes that will look at cars and bust a nut looking at a damn set of rims, but a woman walk by and they act like they don't even notice her. There is something wrong with that, bruh. That is not normal. That is not natural. Because women notice nice looking men too. Don't be fooled. I don't care how much a woman loves her husband. If a nice looking man walk across her eye view, she's gonna notice him. Now, women they got a way of seeing without, I don't know how women see him. Women must have like fucking bug eyes or something, like the eyes of a fly or something, because they see in 360 without turning their head. They don't have to turn their head sideways, and they see in 360. I mean, a woman can see, bro. I don't know how their eyes work, but they see, and they lock it in. They see good too. I mean, they see something real good. I mean, without turning their head. I mean, they got a special ability. You know what I'm saying? But women see things. But anyway, the point is, don't listen to that dude because he don't know what he's talking about. But let me move on to Samantha, because Samantha is a very interesting case study, man. This girl is very attractive. Far as I know, from what I can gather from her, she's single, or she's not in a long-term relationship at the moment, right? And she has all the right talking points. She has the look, so why can't she keep a man? See, there's something to be said there, you know what I'm saying? So y'all listening to a woman that's talking all this, but she don't have a man. But anyway, let me pull up.
Modern women are about transactional relationships. They value money, status, lifestyle, not true connectivity with a person. Here's the thing. The more you chase women, put them on a pedestal, make having a woman the center of your focus, the less likely she will respect you. She will see you as a lower value candidate, and she will more likely use you for status, clout, resources, free attention, free meals, validation, versus having respect and seeing your true value as a human being.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, but this chick just don't know what the hell she talking about at all. On one hand, she said that women are all about transactional relationships, money, status, lifestyle. They don't care about connecting with a person. That's what she said. On the other hand, she said that if you sweat a woman or, a jock her too hard, she's going to see you. She's not going to respect you. All she can do is use you up instead of seeing your true value. She's not going to care about you as a person. But which is it? In that little short, she literally contradicted herself, because women are not about transactional relationships and they do care about connecting with people. Y'all are meeting the wrong kinds of women. That's y'all problem. Y'all are meeting the wrong kinds of women. Y'all listening to crazy ass women like Samantha Lee. I don't care how good she look. I think that's her name, Samantha Lee. I don't care how good she looks. She don't know what the hell she's talking about. Y'all listening to women like that. She don't know what she's talking about. The average woman do not use a man for lifestyle, because we don't have a lifestyle to be used for. I mean, how many of y'all actually live in the world that we live in? How many of y'all are... Get out of your head. Get off of television. Get from off of social media. Go out in the real world. What you see in the real world is the reality of the average person. In fact, truth be told, the people who live lifestyles, they are in the top 5%. 5 people. 5. It's nobody you are around. It's nobody you know. It's nobody that's the woman that's next to you around. Nobody she knows. So she can't be hunting for that. She cannot really be looking for this out of a man, because she's not around these kinds of men. I told y'all, dating is about proximity. Marriage is about proximity. Who are you around? That is your reality. You could sit here and talk about money, something that 95% of us don't have. You could talk about status, something that 98% of us don't have. You could talk about clout, something that 98% of us don't have. So, if 90% of us, 98% of us, men and women, don't have it, what makes you think that that's all women want? And a large percentage of the men that have these things are single. Not because they're single by choice, because they're pimp type player bachelors. No, because these dudes can't keep a woman around. Because at the end of the day, those things that they have do not matter. Women want to really connect with the human being. The opposite of what Samantha Lee just said. But then she turned around and said they want to see your true value as a human being. Which is it? Which is it? Anyway, I'm done on that, man. What she said about, don't give a woman too much attention. Now, she is right about that point. Men like me pay attention to women. Men like me look at women. Men like me interact with women. But I don't sweat no woman. I don't make women think that they can walk all over me just because I like women. They don't think they can abuse me and use me up. I don't carry myself like that. You know what I'm saying? It's me just being me. Just me being what I am and who I am. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta pay more attention to these people when they talk. You're never going to get a woman by ignoring a woman. I have no idea what kind of advice that is. I have no idea what kind of advice that is, but it is horrible advice. That is not how you go about getting a woman. You can't ignore them. You can't ignore them. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, women do choose, but the chances that a beautiful woman's gonna walk up to your lame ass and start talking to you is slim. But now, your lame ass might can meet her if you was to try, and she might actually like your style. See, you might think you whack, She might actually like that flavor, but you won't know until you try. And trying and sweating a woman and jocking women is two different things, man. Trying to make yourself accessible, letting women know you see them, let women know that you think they look good. This is different from putting yourself in a position to be used. These things are not the same things, bro. And don't let nobody tell you that they are. These are not the same things. So I'm just telling you, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't listen to this bad advice that these people are giving you. They're giving you horrible advice, you know what I'm saying? And then you got this chick, Samantha Lee, who just don't know what the hell she talking about. You know what I'm saying? She might have dyed her hair blonde, man, and just fall into the stereotypical category of the dumb blonde, because she has no idea what she's talking about. But I know to y'all, she sounds smart. I know to y'all, she sounds like she knows what she's talking about, because all she's doing is grifting y'all by repeating the same talking points from the manosphere. I want you brothers to think about that, man. You know, don't be mad at me. I'm only the messenger. You know what I'm saying? Update. One of the young brothers that I was talking to, I was in his head real deep. I'm like, man, you got to get away from all these dudes, bro. Go talk to these women by yourself, man. You don't need to be with all these dudes. I told y'all about him in a previous video. I talked about him, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he's real insecure, you know what I'm saying? He was timid around the women, you know what I'm saying? Real timid. But I've been in his ear a lot. You know what I'm saying? He actually came over one night and played cards with me and the wife. I've been in his ears a lot, you know what I'm saying? And just the other day, I was so proud of him, bro, because he was talking to some dudes. I walked in. Me and my wife together. We walked in. We talked to him a second. And he broke off from the dudes. And about 20 minutes later, you see him go talk to one chick. And I told him that if it don't work, you just keep moving on. He kept moving on. And before long, he's sitting there with two beautiful women having a ball. One was on his back. He got one dancing in front of me. He having a ball. He looked at me. He waved. He like, Kush. It's so funny. You know, he called me from the water, Kush. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I see yo, brother, you know what I'm saying? But he getting his groove on. And after he called me up, he was like, say, bro, you was right, man. You know, I got to get away from these dudes. Man, go be a man. Because the men that look, they get. The men that talk and interact with the women, they get the women. You're never going to get a woman by ignoring a woman. I have no idea what kind of advice that is. I'm out of here. I'm Brother Kush. Remember, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when I drop more videos. I'm Brother Kush, and I'm out of here until next time. Salam.